Hi. Hello. I love this energy. Wow. What an honor to be here. It's been a great GDQ so far. I've been having a blast. I hope you've been having a blast. And we're going to add to that, hopefully, with this fun run. I'm GlitchCat, and this is a fan mod of Super Mario Bros. 2 for the NES, the original. And a fun fact about this right off the bat, I made this. I designed these levels. So if I screw up, I'm fired. I've had enough of my shenanigans. But I've got some lovely friends to help me out here on the couch. Mr. Dan Salvato and Miss Carrarium.
Thank you for having me, GlitchCat.
Good friends. And so a couple of things about this before we get started. One, like Queuety mentioned, there is a bid war. That'll be open till the end of the run, so please pick your favorite character, and we'll have that open till the end of the game. The lore for this is that all the residents of Subcon, that's the land where Mario 2 takes place, the residents of Subcon had become bored, and so a wizard named D4 came and transformed the land into something new, and that is real. I want to give shout-outs, of course. D4 is a real person. She was the one that made the tools that made this game possible. Without her genius work, I would not be able to be sitting here today, so thank you, D4.
D4 is amazing.
Nice. Yeah, shout out D4.
All right. One other thing, we're going to start time in a minute here, but I want to point this out. We have a custom save screen. The vanilla original game did not have this save screen. We're going to see this again later, and so I just want to make you aware that that is here. So we're going to start on new game. If we are ready to go, you ready to go? Ready to go? All right.
Go.
In 3, 2, 1, go. All right. All right.
Good luck.
Thanks. So everything looks a little bit normal. I wanted to keep this very iconic Mario 2 intro. We're dropping right into Subcon, into the land of dreams, but now things are going to get a little bit different. This is a Kaizo, which is, to say Kaizo is challenging. I like to say that Kaizo is kind of a word like jazz. It has certain stylistic conventions, but the goal is to kind of flip the script, change things, interpret things a little bit. So this is a Kaizo. It is a linear obstacle course. There is usually one-ish way to do every obstacle, but in mine, it's a little bit lenient. I wanted this game to be inviting and fun for people, so you're going to see that we have the HP bar in the upper left, and unlike other Marios, actually Mario 2, you start out as Big Mario or Big Character, whoever you are, and so there's a little bit of leniency, and that's going to help the player get through a couple of obstacles and maybe let us take a little bit of damage. We're going to use the iconic Mario 2 stuff. We got the bombs, the hoopsters, the Shy Guys, and of course, Birdo coming up at the end of this. And normally, we're going to get 3 veggies, but let's see if we can do the classic speedrun trick of just 1 veggie. Perfect.
Oh, baby.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So veggies still exist. Once you throw them, they're still out there. You can just jump on them, pick them up again, and use them. So 1-2, it's a Luigi level, and something else you're probably going to note right off the bat about this game, there is only 1 character available per level, except the end, so get your bid wars in. I wanted to limit character selection because it's easier to design these linear kind of obstacle courses and focus exclusively on each character's unique traits and powers. So in this case, Luigi's level has these big, floaty jumps, and I really, really like kind of designing specifically for the character. Every door is a checkpoint, so don't worry, we're fine. Here's a little tech. You are invincible while you're in the item picking up animation, so I can just avoid that Sparky that way. We're gonna go through, we're gonna grab a bomb. We're gonna need this to open the key.
That's really what I like about Mario 2 in general. It's such a unique and kind of weird game with the characters having these different sorts of mechanics. Luigi with the floaty jumps. It's just fun to be in this game, and so doing something like Kaizo, just taking these fun little mechanics to their conclusion and allowing you to just be in the world a little bit more and enjoy extrapolating these mechanics into new and unique obstacles. That's the sort of fan game that I really appreciate and enjoy.
Yeah, the joy of we've been talking about that all week, right? The joy of moving the character, the joy of being in the game. Yeah. That it all stems from that joy. And we try to bring that out in the design, while with Kaizo, try to kind of recontextualize some of the things in the original game. So here we go, we got another Birdo fight. Thanks for applauding, that's really kind of you. We got another Birdo fight, and we're gonna go around and have to collect 3 veggies. This is a green Birdo, so she's not gonna shoot eggs, which is why we need the veggies in the first place. And since I've got the big power, I can do a little bit of a time save here. We're gonna drop right down. snipe.
Glitch, do you have a second for a quick donation?
Sure, go right ahead.
I think you'll want to hear this one. This is from Glitch Mom and Glitch Dad.
Aw.
Go Glitch Cat. Excited to see you run at this year's GDQ. You are amazing. So proud of you. Love you, Mom and Dad.
Thanks, Mom and Dad. Thanks for letting me play video games so much when I was a kid so I could get to this point. We got a Peach level here, and Peach has a really kind of a fun mechanic. If she jumps without floating, she may float on the way down. And that's a little bit counterintuitive that, jumping not landing refreshes the float. And I was going to do a little trick with the shell there, but we got that leniency.
What a save.
Yeah,
honestly, that is awesome.
You know, an intuitive sense of the duration of one's own iframes is really, really handy in all games. We've got recontextualized Mouser coming up, though, and you can't really change the behavior of these bosses. So instead, we build an arena in which to fight them. And so that's the idea here. Mouser behaves exactly like he does in the original game, but instead we have a new and more challenging context.
I love stuff like this. Many will know that I run Celeste. But I play extensive amounts of Celeste mods, and I think that one of my favorite boss fights ever is actually the Monica's D-Side 6D Battle and Fight, where a lot of it's recontextualized into a bullet hell. Nothing really changes as far as like the main mechanics are concerned, but just the arena in which you created it just completely opens up a new world for how things can be done. I love that stuff. It just like, it feels like not your entry-level home, but your second home.
Yeah. It's fun. I like to think of design in SMB2 almost like a haiku. You have limited stuff, and you really have to figure out how to work within your means.
Okay. That Mouser was schmoovin', I just gotta say.
He can be really cooperative or really uncooperative, depending. Time for a Toad level, and when I made this, I wanted to have this game rhyme with the original. So in World 2, in the original game, it's a desert, and in this, it is also a desert. But again, that recontextualization to kind of make it a little more impactful. Let's see if, I've had good luck with that, but a little bit of a skip. Oh, well, it's fine. Normally, we'd be able to go up and over the ceiling, but now we get to see how the quicksand works. You wouldn't do that in the original game, but again, looking for those threads to pull from the original game, things to pull out for a Kaizo to make it, kind of turn it on its head and make it a little more exciting. And now, I want to shout outs to the Ninjas. I love them. They're my favorite character in this game, and I wanted them to mostly be helpers, so that Ninja helping us make that little jump. We got to collect 5 cherries for a required superstar at the end of this, and Toad, of course, being the fastest character, we're digging with Toad. But while we're doing this, we could throw a couple more donations if you would like to read a few.
Absolutely. We are so very, very close to the Wear the White Lady Mask incentive for Liza P, which is the run coming up after this. We are $400 away, 98% of the way there. So let's make that happen. Let's not even make it a question. Let's have that incentive filled before Subcon is over. We also have some love for you. We have $100 from Virus Yosh, which says, "Greetings from the back couch." Can we get a wave? There we go. Greetings from the back couch. I am so thankful for finding Glitch and his wonderful community. I've loved seeing Subcon develop as a labor of love to Mario 2 fan games and the Kaizo community. Thanks to all of the GDQ staff, volunteers, and PCF for a wonderful event. Thank you so much, Virus.
You can read one more.
One more, absolutely. We have $100 from Blue Ribbon High Life that says, "So excited to be here at AGDQ, cheering on Glitch, who remains such an inspiration for the entire Kaizo community." Oh. Let's give it up for Glitch. We are going into 2-2, which I have been told is very scary.
This is the critical level in the run. We got a really cool trick to do, and this is something that when I designed these levels, I did not know about this. But there's a couple of things that go into making this. One, the vine jumps. At the edge of a vine, I am able to get a jump if I press the jump button in a small frame window. I'll try it right there. It's fine. It's fine. We got it anyway.
It's Vine.
Yeah, it is Vine.
It's Vine.
And we're going to Vine our way up into this next area. And that's the second thing to note for this trick, that when you climb a vine off the top or the bottom of the screen, you go to the next area, what is that screen's hard-coded exit. So it just so happens that when you have a hawkmouth on the screen, you must hard-code the exit for that screen to be the next level in the game. Well, a little while after I made this, Andrew G, our friend Andrew G, got a hold of me and said, I broke your game, and they showed me this trick. So we'll see if I can get it here. Oh, first try!
That was...
First try. Okay, now hang on, I gotta Reset. Start. Hey. There we go. Okay, wow. So I did a crouching vine jump, got my head stuck in the ceiling, climbed into the next area, skipped the fight, and I needed to reset there because I needed the game to forget how I got here at all. If I were to climb in here, I would be stuck in the floor. I almost said ceiling, but the floor. Not stuck in the ceiling at all. And so now we're in the next level, and we skip that entire fight. How about a couple more donations while we run through this? I'd like to hear some cool stuff.
Absolutely. We've got some members of the game design train. Choo choo. We've got $25 from Emily, who says, my favorite game mechanic is stuff you can do in platformers while running full speed that doesn't slow you down. Very apropos for what we're doing right here. And then we have $5 from Drake Lake that simply says, the best game mechanic is Luca from Chrono Trigger.
I respect that.
And speaking of Chrono Trigger, we did just open the Marley cosplay for Chrono Trigger, a brand new incentive. So go ahead and start considering putting some of your donations towards that, but not to overshadow the Wear the White Lady mask for Lies of P, which is so incredibly close, $300 away from that one.
So,
I like that you said that, like, when you made this, even you were not aware of that. I did a lot of like playtesting for Strawberry Jam, the Celeste mod pack, and one level that I put extensive notes in was a bullet what's it called? Bullet time dash called Infiltration, about like 60 pages of notes. And I thought I was very good at getting rid of a lot of cheese, and immediately people still found so much cheese. You can put in so much labor into these things, and people will still absolutely find something that you never even considered. And I have so many hours in that game.
Yeah, but guess what? They have fun doing that, so everyone wins in the end, right?
Exactly, 100%.
that is the joy, right? That is the joy of the speedrunning.
It is, and if you're a designer, consider allowing your player base to make those discoveries. You don't have to put in all of your own little tricks and speedrun tactics and all of that. Just let your players break your game. They want to do that, and they have fun doing that, and they deserve that.
Yeah, I was talking with Dan, the VP, the other night about that kind of idea. You know, is your game a color in the lines where you just do the thing, or is it a Rorschach test where you get to interpret and discover? It's that joy of interpretation and discovery. I love glitch hunting and routing and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I love big waterfalls, and I just want to shout out because I love the waterfalls in this game. I think they're beautiful. World 3-1 in the original was a big waterfall level, and I made mine a waterfall level here. Mario, so I learned something as a level designer in this. I learned something about this level because this is the really challenging level, I think, in the game. It's that I've established so far in this game that it's kind of lenient with the damage boosts, and in this level, you don't get that. We're chasing down the hearts that are rising up, and we have to actually use the damage boosts that we get. And I kind of learned that you have to be really careful when you flip the script on players like that. When you subvert your own expectations, it can be fun, or it could create a little moment of friction. And I appreciate all the support that I've gotten for this game over the years, but I know this level was a little bit of a sticking point for some folks.
I love this level personally. Like I said, the extrapolation of mechanics, just grabbing those, not only the challenge of grabbing the hearts as they come up, but then using it to damage boost. It's so cool, again, to see these mechanics recontextualized in that way.
So we got a little Shy Guy there. And fun fact, that door is off the ground. When I came into this area, the door is off the ground. That's because if you go back out of that door, you're on the spikes in the previous area and you're permanently soft locked. You cannot get out. It was a little bit of a problem that we found. But let's see, we got a little trick coming up here at the end. Let's see, I'm gonna try to do the fast version of this. We'll see if we get it. Nice.
Ooh.
First try. Not bad. There's a 1-up down there. That 1-up is not for you to get. We have infinite lives here. That 1-up is cheese prevention. If you try to crouch and slide under there, you'll get stuck on the 1-up, and I'll say, ha ha ha.
If we have a second, I'd love to cut in and let everyone know that the bid war for the final fighter choice, which does have to be closed, I believe, at 7-1, so we are going to get there very, very soon, is currently heating up with Luigi still in the lead, but Toad is fast behind. And we do have a $50 donation from Babo Blio that says this is going towards using Toad in the return to Subcon, as I've heard that's the most difficult option. Also, moon pies, what a time to be alive. Good luck, GlitchCat. And they used one of your emotes, GC7 Pride.
Oh. Can I share a little interesting thing about this? Because I'm big. When I built this, I didn't realize that Shy Guy would keep walking when the door freeze animation occurs. So it's a little troll. And it surprised me, and I left that in. And I think, sometimes the process of creation is the process of listening and discovering what it's trying to be.
That's so funny.
That's really good.
Do you like whales? I like whales. They're fun, and I really like the whales in this game. So we've got Luigi, and here's something that I think feels really joyous to do, this sliding. We're going to have the whale spouts push us up through the ceiling, and crouching and ice sliding with Luigi. I think it feels just fun to do. And, oh, nice. Got that first try. That's actually harder than it seems, but, you know, just take my word for it. Let's say hi to Punk Whale. There he is. He's got spikes on his back.
Hi, Punk Whale.
He's a rock and roller. You can read a few more donations if you want. We're going to be slipping and sliding toward the end of this level.
Absolutely. We've got $50 from Yellsrake that says, good luck, GlitchCat. I am once again watching you crush an amazingly difficult run from check-in. Please come get your hug afterwards, just like last year. You're an inspiration, all the love.
Oh, thanks. You can go ahead and read a couple more. Let's see what people are saying.
Absolutely. I have so many donations that are absolutely in love with you right now. We have $25 from North Antara that says, hi, Mr. Cat7. Did you know that if you throw a potion, it creates a door where it lands?
I wish that worked in real life.
Just gonna throw my progesterone at like something at a wall and just see what happens.
Now, referencing our boss fight earlier, we do have $25 from Xandra that says, as a recontextualized mouse myself, I got inspired to do a haiku. Peaks we climb again can surprise us with new falls. Float on the way down.
Ooh, I really like that. That's good. Nice job.
I love art.
I want to give a quick little shout out too to Author Blues, my very good friend. He got stuck in the ceiling there, so I called it the off lock, not the soft lock. This level actually is inspired by Celeste. It might not be obvious, but I wanted to kind of do a Celeste thing. We're going to be riding on Birdo's eggs as a platform. That is this thing from the original game, but this horizontal movement, right? It's reminded me of the Dream Blocks, right? They're called Dream Blocks in Celeste.
Yes.
Yes. So I wanted to use that as inspiration for this section.
We actually. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I love this. That's so cool.
We actually have many different variations of Dream Blocks in modded Celeste. There's reverse Dream Blocks, which are blocks that if you dash into it, you bounce off of it and go back in the same direction that you came, which can provide like some really interesting momentum. Physics, momentum jank, and also like designing new rooms. So
I hate to cut in here, but we just met the Wear the White Lady Mask incentive. So in the next run of Liza P, we will see the runner having the option, now required, of picking up and wearing the White Lady Mask. We have made that happen for Colonel Fats in the next run. But don't forget, we do have an open bid war, a final fighter choice, and we are getting closer and closer and closer to that getting closed. Luigi has taken a bit of a commanding lead, but Toad is not all that far behind.
So I wanted to point out with this level, this is an homage to a trope in SMW Kaizo, the 5-room castle, which is 5 difficult, smaller rooms with no checkpoints. And so we're gonna have to, that's why my estimate is a little bit higher here to account for this. And here's some tension. We got Fry Guy. He's my favorite boss in this game. He's fun to make arenas for. And he's gonna split up into the little Fry Guys. Okay, that was really, wow, that worked. Okay. You know what, that worked out really, really well.
Goodness.
All right.
I loved its face whenever it got hit, just like.
So good.
So I got some advice. I was talking to my friend Carl Sagan. He advised me that people like shorter games, and also Worlds 5 and 6 were difficult to modify that would cause the game to crash. So we jump right to World 7. We're recontextualizing some Kaizo elements with the conveyor belts from World 7. And we're going to probably need to close that bid war pretty soon because the next level 7-2, we're going to need to know who we are fighting with. But some little conveyor movement and some bouncy mushrooms in this one. Plus my favorite boss in all of Mario 2 coming up.
Man, I love how... I don't think I mentioned, I've never seen this before, by the way. Like, Glitch invited me to the couch, and it's just like, I'm not going to watch this because I just want to see all the cool things, you know, with the audience here, what you can possibly do with this game. And I'm really impressed by just the simplicity of this game as an NES game and the amount of cool stuff that you can gather out of the one-screen rooms and the conveyor belts, like so many different kinds of obstacles with the different characters. It's just so cool to see. I think there's so much untapped potential with this game, and I really hope we see more SMB2 fan games in the future. It really, really deserves it.
Are we ready to hear what you'll be playing?
Yes. Who is their fighter?
With $2,026.33, Luigi has won the bid war.
All right.
Luigi time.
All right, it's Luigi. So for the final level, I thought it would be fun for you to pick your fighter because anyone can fight evil. All it takes is a brave heart and a couple of veggies. So again, Wart, here we are, recontextualizing Wart. There's not much you can do, especially with NES. These sprites, it'll cause a little bit of lag. So the best thing to do is just recontextualize the room. I have never gotten a perfect cycle on Wart, and I'd be surprised if I got that here today. Whoop, nope, there it is. Every time he opens his mouth to get a hit, but that's okay. So we're just going to have some fun. And can we have a couple more donations until we defeat Wart? I'd like to hear a few more.
Absolutely. We're still getting game design mechanics. We have $15 from Spin Vive, which says, when it comes to game mechanics for me, nothing beats Bash from the Ori games. We also have so much love for you, I can barely get through it. Oh. We have $100 from I Have One Big Eye, which says 10 years ago, I found a cool cat playing Mario, and now I have a great friend that I am so proud of. Love you, bud. Good luck on the good game made by a good person. Less than 3.
Oh. Oh, okay. Let's see. So we're just trying to toss some veggies at Wart. Say, fun fact about this, you don't actually need to toss the veggies into his mouth. You just have to hit him at all when his mouth is open, but these orbs that he's throwing out can destroy the veggies if they're touched. Now, there's one more trick. Time will be when I enter the door, but I'm prepping you for the fact that I might actually have to do this all over again because D4 helped me move the door in the spikes.
Oh, my God.
So one more moment of tension here. Come on. Oh, time. That is time. Time.
Jeez.
GG.
What a way to end that.
Yeah, I thought that was fun. That is time. Well, thank you so much for having me. You all are so kind. Thank you. Wow, just what an honor to be here. I have a couple of things I want to say real quick. One, just thank you to GDQ, the staff, the volunteers, everybody that makes this possible. Thank you for that. Thank you to my stream community. You all have just been so nice, and it's such an honor to perform for you. You matter, and I hope you never forget that. I want to say a special hi to my wife and my parents who are watching at home. Hi. Thanks. I love you. I appreciate the support so much. And I just also wanted to say, because there's a lot of us that have designed things. I've seen a lot of great indie devs here at the event. I've seen a lot of great artists. And I just wanted to say that in a world that seems so full of shadows sometimes, I think that creating art with our own human hearts and hands and minds and emotions is such a way to dispel that shadow a little bit. We can really help the world out by creating our visions. And I just hope that wherever you are, you want to make something, you want to make some art. It's not cringe to have passion. It's what makes us human. And that's all I really wanted to say. And I wanted to let the couch, Dan, Carrie, if you had any final words.
Sure. I think next time you play a platformer, or I guess any video game really, just push buttons on the controller and experience the joy that you're feeling as you move your character, as you exist in the world, and try to understand that and understand the ways in which the game is helping you experience that joy through the addition of the mechanics that it has and the level design and all of that. And in thinking about that, I think you'll be able to learn to convey that yourself as well in making your own fan games or games in general. Figure out where the joy is coming from in being the character, and see if you can design a game in order to extrapolate and enhance that joy. And I think that's what it's all about, and I would love to see more of that.
Yeah.
I come from a little bit of a land where a lot of people find recontextualized video games to be very scary, and that there is a big barrier to entry on that, which is absolutely not true. There is always something out there for you to play, and you are always welcome to play those games, and you should be not scared to consume art. You should always be consuming art from other people. And Glitch and Dan, I'm just really happy to have had this conversation with y'all about the makings of games. As someone who hasn't made a game myself, but just has played a lot of them in my spare time, I really appreciate the time to have that discussion over the last 20 minutes. Shout out to the Mario community. Y'all are great. I want to shout out PCF. I haven't had a chance to say this on the stage at AGDQ. I have lost many relatives to cancer in my life, and I've never been able to say goodbye to any of them because of it. I lost my aunt last year to ovarian cancer that she did not know that she had until 2 weeks before she died. Don't die wondering. The world is scary out there, but I would rather be scared and alive than dead. So please go support PCF out there and raise a bunch of money for them, because their mission statement, they absolutely deserve it. And that's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Thanks,
man.
Harry.
So thanks for having us. I hope, like Mario, you can get some sleep after a long GDQ. Have a good night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.